This is the latest version of Cannondale's Topstone Carbon gravel bike, now featuring updated geometry and new suspension. According to Cannondale, the new Topstone begs its rider for new challenges. And though I haven't heard it begging, you have to admit this is a radical looking machine. You may remember the previous iteration of the Topstone, as it won BikeRadar's Gravel Bike of the Year for 2021. So we were pretty excited to find out more about the new updates to this year's bike. While the Topstone has long championed suspension on gravel bikes, this new version of the bike follows current design trends for nailing technical single-track riding as well as long-distance racing. It also guarantees many more comments of, "Isn't that a mountain bike?" I only picked this bike up a few hours ago, so I won't be able to test that theory, but I will be running you through all the key features that you need to know. We will also be doing a full ride review of the bike once we've done a bit more riding on it, so keep an eye out on BikeRadar.com for that. Cannondale says there will be 3 versions of the Topstone Carbon, with prices starting at $2,800 and going up to $7,800, and you can expect those numbers to be about the same in Great British pounds. The more expensive Topstone Carbon 1 and Carbon 2 will be available with Cannondale's Lefty Oliver suspension fork. 3 of the models in the new range will have the brand's SmartSense technology, which debuted on the latest Cannondale Synapse. But I'll talk more about that tech later, so stick around for that. If you're interested, this is the Carbon 2 Lefty model and costs $6,399 US or £4,500. So, what's changed with this new bike? Cannondale says the Topstone Carbon has been designed to go anywhere and ride anything. Behind this claim lies 2 features, in particular the bike's updated Kingpin rear suspension and its revised geometry. So firstly, let's look at Cannondale's Kingpin suspension. It's a leaf-sprung system with a through-axle pivot in the seat tube. This allows the back of the Topstone's frame to flex, absorbing bumps and vibrations as you ride along, without the complexity of a rear shock or spring. Previous Topstone bikes have featured this technology, but for the new version, Cannondale claims it's 100 grams lighter and more durable. Compared to the previous model, the standover height has dropped 7 mm and the bottom bracket height has dropped 14 mm for a size medium. Although these look like small changes on paper, Cannondale has said they should result in a more confident ride. Presumably, this is because you have slightly more room to shift your weight around and the lower bottom bracket will lead to a more stable position. Moving on to the pretty out there looking Lefty fork. It's available on the Carbon 1 and 2 Lefty models and was developed on the back of Cannondale's single-sided mountain bike fork, the Lefty Ocho. Tailored to gravel riding, the Lefty Oliver has less travel than the Lefty Ocho and weighs less too. The new Topstone models with the fork come with 700C wheels as standard rather than the 650B wheels of the previous version. Cannondale states this makes the bike more suitable for long-distance riding. The bike has clearance for 45mm tyres, which is only 2mm narrower than the 650B tyres fitted on the previous generation. However, it can also be fitted with 27.5-inch wheels and 2.1-inch tyres, opening up the possibility of fitting mountain bike tyres to the bike. But maybe you're better off with an XC mountain bike at that point. Let me know what you think in the comments. It's interesting to see a number of features on the new model designed for ease of use and hopefully improved home maintenance. Cannondale has dropped its asymmetric integration feature, saying the bike now has a traditional wheel dish, which should make switching the wheels out for a new gravel set a lot easier. In order to maintain clearance for wide tyres and mud shedding capability, in the absence of the AI offset, Cannondale has introduced a new drop seat stay design to the Topstone. Cannondale has also switched from a press-fit bottom bracket to a threaded BSA bottom bracket, a change we also saw for the new Cannondale Synapse. Threaded bottom brackets are argued to be easier to work on as a home mechanic and rumoured to be a little bit less creaky. This, of course, is a controversial topic. We did a video with Simon where he talks about why he prefers press-fit bottom brackets, and you can watch that by clicking on the card above me, or there's a link in the video description. But don't go and watch that until you finish finding out more about this bike, of course. And finally, the Topstone is also built to accept an internally routed 27.2mm dropper post and, as expected, has loads of mounts for bikepacking gear. So customising the Topstone for either adventure riding or more off-road adventures shouldn't be hard. As I mentioned earlier, the Topstone Carbon 1 RLE, 2L and 3L all come fitted with Cannondale's SmartSense system and lights. The system actually features a battery pack attached to the down tube, which powers the front and rear lights. The name of the bike suggests what type of SmartSense is equipped on the bike. The L in the name means it comes with just the lights, but if it has RLE in the name, like the Topstone Carbon 1 RLE, this means it comes with lights, electronic shifting and the SmartSense radar system. The radar is nothing to do with BikeRadar, it's Cannondale's specific version of Garmin's Varia technology, which alerts riders to vehicles approaching from behind. Could this new tech be the future for endurance-focused bikes, or is it just too complicated? You know the score, let me know in the comments. Okay, to finish up, there are 9 models in total of the new bike. The range tops out with the Topstone Carbon Lefty 1, costing $7,800 US. This comes with, as the name suggests, the Lefty Oliver fork, SRAM Force ETAP axis group set, and Holotech carbon wheels wrapped in W2B Rattler tyres. The Topstone Carbon 1 RLE is next in the range. It forgoes the front fork, but does get the full suite of the SmartSense components. It also gets a SRAM Force ETAP axis group set and the same wheels and tyres as the Topstone Carbon Lefty 1. This bike in front of me is the Carbon 2 Lefty, which has the Lefty Oliver fork, a GRX 800 drivetrain and Cannondale finishing kit. It costs $6,399 US or £4,500. The cheapest model in the range, as things stand now, is the Topstone Carbon 4, coming in at $3,200 US or £2,700. So that's the new Cannondale Topstone. What do you think about it? Have they nailed it and now it's the only gravel bike you'll ever need? Or do you think that no bike's perfect and you design it a bit differently? Let me know in the comments. And as always, don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the bell icon so every time we upload a new video, you get a notification.